To ask a question for Coach Harsin, please press 10 on your telephone's keypad now. And Coach, while we wait on any questions, if you could take a moment to comment on your team as you enter the season opener on Saturday.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to Saturday, getting a chance to play and see this team go out there live and see what we've done over the last almost 9 months, from spring practice through the summer and then through the practices that we've had in fall camp. So yesterday's practice went well. Looking forward to today and just finishing out a really good week of preparation leading into the game and taking that work and hopefully getting a chance to see that on display on Saturday. So our guys have been excited for this week. Looking forward to it. Having that actual deadline of playing again. The coaches, I think, have done a really good job of tightening up the plan and honing it in for Akron and then being also prepared for some of the unknowns that you just get in the first game from your opponents. And usually those first 3 games, I think teams are still trying to figure out who they are. You're going to see some different personnel in there that you hadn't seen before, especially this year with transfers and some of the things that have gone on in different programs. But at the end of the day, just you got to get out there and play and see where your team is at. We're certainly looking forward to watching our guys get out there and have an opportunity to cut it loose. So with that, questions?
First up, we have Jordan Hill of the Auburn News. He's a guy that started at Akron before coming to Auburn. Just what have you seen from him since you got to Auburn, especially with him, coming back from those injuries?
Sorry, who are you talking about? I didn't hear you at the beginning of the question.
Yeah, Brandon Council.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been good to have Council actually practicing and just not having spring, summer, getting himself back, having fall camp. He's now got himself into the football shape that he needs to be in. But he's a good player. He's smart. He's got experience. Always have liked, just his approach and mentality. So I think even through this week and early into the season, it's still going to be a matter of just him getting himself reps. And, I think getting out there and playing is going to help with that. But for him in particular, all the training and all the practice time is crucial just from him physically developing himself and being ready to play this year. And he's got experience, but I think that's really showed up. Yesterday, I thought he did well. Had a good practice. Today and tomorrow are going to be critical for what he needs to get done this week. And then we'll tie it all together on Friday and then get a chance to watch him play. But I'm looking forward to watching him get out there and have a chance to go live and play again. And he's worked very hard at overcoming his injuries. And so I've appreciated that. I think it's time for him to go out there and have a really good week leading into the game and then have a chance to go play and see where he's at.
Next is Mark Murphy inside the Auburn Tigers. Okay, logistics, which coaches will be in the press box, and who's on the sidelines, and how important is that to get right with a new coaching staff?
So we've had a few scrimmages, and we've had some of our GAs, analysts. We've mixed some of that. The last scrimmage we had, Coach Mason was in the box, Coach Bubba was in the box. I believe it'll stay that way leading into this game, and then we'll work from there what it looks like moving forward. So now, if any of those coordinators decide to change, that's something I think as a coordinator, if you ever felt like you needed to be on the field and you were in the box before, we've been able to keep that option open. Don't see that changing during the game, but as of right now, the two main ones with Coach Mason and Coach Bobo, those guys in the box, and then the rest of the coaches and GAs, we'll sort through that through this week. That's what we've done.
So there might be some of the position coaches also up in the press box too?
Maybe one of them, potentially on the defensive side. I don't think we've completely decided if that's going to be the case right now. But we hadn't done that through our scrimmages yet, but still just finalizing if there's something that we need to have a coach up there for to see, especially early on, just another set of eyes. We'll make that decision at the end of the week.
Thanks. Next, we'll go to Steve Moulton at WZZN.
Coach, I hope you're doing well today.
I am, thank you.
Tank Bigsby, certainly coming off of a big year last year. I'm wondering what you've seen out of Tank this fall, Coach.
Well, since I've got a chance to be around Tank, one, I think, I go to his work ethic. I think he does a very good job in the weight room, at practice, and in our conditioning. So I've got a chance to see him work, which is a very important trait you need to have at that position because of your development there and the type of player that he is, being a physical back. So that's carried over into our practices this fall, and the biggest thing for him is taking that work, the consistency that he's been practicing with, not just in the run game, but in our protections as well, and carry that over into the game on Saturday. And, I expect Tank to be physical and to play that way, running the ball, and to play that way in our pass protection, and he's shown that in practice. But I also like the fact that I think he's becoming more of a student of the game and understanding not just what we're doing, but understanding, what defenses are trying to do to the schemes that we have. And so that's still early right now because of the new systems and all that, but we've seen some flashes of just his ability to prepare himself each day, and then throughout the fall camp practices we've had, we've seen that from him. So we'll expect that to carry over in the games. Just that maturity and that experience, that physical development to show up when he goes out there and plays. But ultimately for Tank, it's be the very best player he can be each and every day. Let that consistency carry over into the game, and then be that player on Saturday, take care of the football, do a great job in protection, and then his duties on special teams, be ready to handle those and do a great job of that.
And I realize the entire focus is on the game, but I do wonder, since this is game one, you're starting off at home with one of the iconic moments in college football is the eagle flying down at the 50-yard line to start, and I do wonder how you're going to take that in and maybe take in that home crowd for your first game, Coach.
Well, during that time, we're in the locker room during that time, and one of the neat things that my family and I got a chance to do when we first got here was to see the Eagles actually practice and be out there while they were preparing themselves for the Eagle flight and all that. It was awesome. It was neat to see that. I've heard so much about it from fans and other people that have seen it. I don't know, I may sneak out there and get a chance to watch it. But, I think, that's all part of being at Auburn. That's all part of our game day experience. And, Tiger Walk, the Eagle flight, and having a chance to run out there and play in front of these fans, this crowd, everybody on the team is looking forward to that. So we definitely talked about it. We know it's coming. I think that's the excitement about game week. And, our focus is on the day-to-day. But at the end of the week, we get out there and get a chance to run on that field. That's going to be, what we've all been working for and what we're all looking forward to. And certainly for some of us that are new and haven't had a chance to do that, everybody's excited about it. And it's game day. That's college football. It's game day. And when you're playing in a place like this, all those experiences are just part of what makes this place special.
Thank you, Coach. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Coach, your last question will be a follow-up from Mark Murphy. About your three new running backs, Jarquez Hunter, Jordan Ingram, and Sean Jackson, how they've done in preseason. And is there a possibility that any of those guys could play Saturday?
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility. I think Jarquez has had a really good camp. He's young, he's learning, but he is physical, and he is improved on just his overall understanding of the offense. And I think Jordan, now he had transferring in here, he had a little bit of experience when he got here, but same as Jarquez, just learning, developing. I think he's done a good job on special teams and getting himself in the mix and being a guy that we feel can contribute in a role there. And then Sean Jackson has been a great surprise, and I say that because you don't know what some of these young guys coming in and what they're going to do, but he's been very, very good in scrimmages. One of our most productive guys, runs very hard, very physical, very consistent. You know what you're going to get from him, shows up every single day and brings it. So, I've been very happy with him and really pleased with just the effort of what he's been able to do. All three of those guys are going to be good players. They're all just young and they're learning, and so it's not for a lack of ability or want to. It's just experience and letting these guys go through a normal game week and prepare themselves, and get into just the game and see how the whole thing operates. Once they do that, they're going to get better and better, and it's just going to be a matter of time before those guys are on the field and contributing.